Hi crafters, it's Jody, and today is October 6th, and a year ago my sweet Aunt Ida Mae passed away, and when we were getting ready to go to the funeral last year, I gathered up some scrapbook layouts that I had created using the little bit of photos that I had of her, and I placed them in this kind of brocade type scrapbook and took them to the funeral so everybody could look through them. So just thought I would share with you some scrapbook layouts that I did. Keep in mind, this is probably one of the first projects I did about 6 years ago. I haven't been scrapbooking for very long, only about 6 years. So I don't know what kind of paper I used, etc. And some of the embellishments are old, as you'll see. But anyway, if you're doing heritage albums, it might give you some ideas. So my Aunt Ida Mae was born in 1924, and she looked to be about 3, so I just estimated this year to be about 1927. I like to do that. I think it will help future generations going through the albums. This was a rare photograph given to me. This was my Aunt Ida Mae as a child with her mom in the pearls, and her mom was down here as well. She looked kind of like a flapper. This next layout, I liked it a lot because it shows her with her siblings. She had 2 sisters, Aunt Bertie on the left and my Aunt Neoma on the right, and that's my dad in the back, her brother Don. And they lived in this house, but not for very long. There were other houses that had greater significance than that, but that's one of them I found in some records. And there's her mom again, Della Putman. Unfortunately, Della was murdered in 1933, November 17th, 1933. And in a different video in the future, I'll explain all of that and what happened, etc. Apparently she liked to play the piano. I love that photo. And with heritage layouts, I like to capture signatures when I can. It looks like maybe I cut that one out of a birthday card or a Christmas card. She was really good about sending us kids birthday cards, Christmas cards. And if you see there, I had it laminated. And I highly recommend doing that with photographs so that they don't deteriorate with time and with age. Okay, this next layout here, I mean, this really shows you that this is really old because look at those circles. It looks like I hand cut around them trying to make them circles to fit inside those frames. And nowadays, I mean, us scrapbookers, we have punches that, you know, we can punch out a perfect circle. So that was just kind of funny to me to see that. And here it shows her on the farm. I estimated it to be about 1928 or so. Again with her sisters, Bertie and Neoma. Alright, this next layout shows how beautiful my Aunt Ida Mae was. Oh my goodness. And she was just wonderful. I can't say enough good things about her. She was just so fun to be around, and I wanted to capture that and say here that she was beautiful inside and out, no doubt about it, and she was very, very loved and admired. This I estimated to be about 1940s or so. Here she's shown again with her siblings, and just had fun with this layout, finding appropriate paper that I thought would work and everything. And this looks like the same day. I found a lot of little photos that I wanted to highlight, and they had hats on, and oh, I wish that I knew where they were going to, what was this event. And you know, they were just ready to pose, and they did a lot of things together. Family was a big deal back then. And I just did some journaling, talking about, oh, I wish I knew where they were going. And those little flapper girls, those are actually some buttons that I cut off that little circle in the back and adhered that to the page. This layout makes me laugh. I mean, my God, it's pretty gaudy. Look, I put plastic, those silver plastic leaves. I would never do that now. So this is kind of funny. But this shows her husband Vic, and they were married only about 17 years. He had a brain tumor and passed away, unfortunately, and she loved him so, so, so much. Oh my goodness. She said that she would never, ever be able to give her heart to another man. So that was really sad. I was too young to remember that, but okay. I found an antique doily that I tucked underneath some paper, and here she is. Oh, I put on here again, loved and admired. I think I got that across. And I was really fortunate to be given this photograph. This is her wedding day in 1941, and I just love it. It was their wedding was at her husband's parents' house in Brighton, Colorado, and that's her sister. Next to her, my Aunt Neoma and my Uncle Don on the right. And I went and found the house. I had the address, and I went and found it, and I took a picture of what it looked like from the street. It was taken in 2010. And what I thought was interesting was, see those pillars, how they're wide at the bottom and then they get narrow at the top? Well, that craftsman style was even repeated on the inside. Can you see those wooden pillars separating the dining room from the living room? I thought that was very, very cool. I like to capture homes of great significance with my heritage pages. And speaking of homes of great significance, oh my goodness, this one brings back lots of wonderful memories. Little tiny ranch house at 470 South Elliott in Denver. It was a little brick house, and my Aunt Ida Mae lived there for a long time. Again, I'm driving by in 2009. It was kind of falling apart then, but anyway, it doesn't matter. I just had great memories. They still had the 470 there on the right, that iron work done that was real popular way back then. And here she's holding me. I was born in New York, but my folks returned to Colorado when I was just an infant. And what's important about this layout is, can you see way in the back on the right, there is a cabinet with a shelf in the background. And on that cabinet was this little band, this little ceramic band, these little guys playing instruments. And I think she got it at Woolworth's. Anyway, she knew that I loved that so much as a child, and she offered it to me in 1995, and I still have it, of course. I will never part with that. And I just thought that that had so much meaning to me that I wanted to capture that on the page. Another home of great significance, 1662 Uinta in Denver. Here we are in the 60s. I estimated this to be from 1962. You can see me as a little baby in the background. My Aunt Neoma is holding me there. My mom is on the right. And there we are all together. And if you notice the address sign just to the right of that front door in the mailbox, they still had the same one. Yep, I did another drive-by. This time looks like May of 2007. I wanted to know what the house looked like now or back in 2007. And looks like the bushes grew quite a bit, and they have a carport. So anyway, that was a fun layout to do. And so last but not least, we're still in the 1960s. This time I estimated this to be Christmas, 1965. And there you go. Oh my goodness, look at that haircut. That's me. Look at those bangs. How embarrassing. That is just pitiful. What's going on with my teeth? I don't know. That is just too much. But here we are, all gathered around Christmas time at my Aunt Bertie's house. My Aunt Ida Mae is, see the gray-haired woman in the back? Well, my Aunt Ida Mae had beautiful red hair, but of course this is a black and white photo, so you can't see it. But my Aunt Ida Mae is the one just to the right. I think she's wearing lots of pearls. And see the guy next to her? That is Ralph Santangelo. He was her companion for many years. He was so nice to her. And she cared about him, but could not marry him. Because she was married to Vic, you know, and wouldn't give her heart up to anybody else. So Ralph was really nice. He passed away in the 70s. So anyway, just reminiscing today, October 6th, of my dear Aunt Ida Mae. Hope you're doing well. And I'll be posting more heritage layouts, hopefully, in the next couple weeks. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.